Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. I certainly didn't want to talk about this Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars moment again because I think everyone has heard it about a million times already, but we have to talk about how Ethan and Hila got themselves in big trouble by expressing their opinions on the situation. Let's get into everything that they've said and the responses that they have been receiving. Before we get into anything, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by Switchcraft. This graphic novel style mobile game offers the satisfaction of an episode binge with the power to determine your own story. And let me tell you guys, I've been playing this game, and as soon as I downloaded it and started playing it, I was instantly addicted to it. Like, I was playing it like crazy. Seriously, for real, I am not kidding you guys. If you want to know if I'm lying or not, go and download it for yourself. Seriously. Once you download it, you will be addicted to it. When you enter the world of Switchcraft, you'll experience a blend of TV-worthy writing. You're gonna play as Bailey, a freshman at a top witchcraft academy. Bailey's best friend has disappeared and she needs your help to get to the bottom of the mystery. When it comes to her journey, you're in the driver's seat, so your 400 plus choices that you are making in this choose your own adventure really do matter. The story features 85 plus characters from a wide variety of cultural backgrounds, lots of representation in this game, and the aesthetic of the game resembles a modern graphic novels with its detailed hand-painted visuals. There's a lot to experience within this game, and I promise you guys will have fun. So download and play Switchcraft for free now and unlock the magical mystery. I will leave a link in my description box, so be sure to check it out. You guys definitely will want to be playing this game. You will be addicted to it, and it is so fun. And once again, thank you so much to Switchcraft for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the tea. So this all kind of started on Twitter once everything went down at the Oscars. Ethan hopped on Twitter and he tweeted out, "Will Smith just a walking L since his wife decided to start weekly humiliating him on her Facebook show. Probs should deal with whatever trauma he has with her instead of punching Chris Rock in the face for an extremely tame joke. He needs to be escorted out of the hashtag Oscars, L." He followed it up by tweeting out, "Will Smith won and got a standing ovation. I'm in awe the show went on like nothing happened. Will Smith punched a comedian for doing his job. He's a celebrity in the front row of the Oscars where it's normal to be roasted. Bad taste or not, defending Will equals brain rot." He replied to this saying, "Somehow everyone loved Ricky Gervais roasting the out of celebrities with way worse jokes, but also applaud Will Smith for punching Chris Rock. Like, come on, y'all, really with the absolute brain rot." He tweeted out again, "Normalize attacking comedians that offend you. Half of Twitter this evening." Somebody quote tweeted one of his tweets and said, "He defended his wife, something I know you aren't familiar with." To which Hila decided to step in and say, "My husband should punch people for me if he really loves me, right? So I can feel safe and secure. And I should go back in the kitchen while he goes to work to provide for me, right? Yeah, good day for us women." Ethan then replied to this saying, "I'll be back later, baby. I need to track down Trisha and Keemstar to protect your honor. Do not leave the kitchen until I return. I love you." Hila then continued to tweet about the situation, saying, "I'm proud to say my husband wouldn't have done this on television for the world to see. My husband would have used the platform Will got a few minutes later and spit some fire on the mic for me like a bad." Ethan then replied saying, "If you defend your wife with violence and anger, then you probably argue with your wife in violence with anger." This really sent people. People did not like the fact that he was equating what Will did with what he might do at home. And there was a lot being said in the replies to all of these tweets. And honestly, if you guys have been on Twitter in the last couple days, there's been a major mix of feelings when it comes to this particular situation. There's a ton of opinions out there, but when I tell you guys, people were not having Ethan and Hila's takes. People were really, really upset at them for sharing their opinions, and these opinions carried on into the latest H3 episode titled "Will Smith, Chris Rock, and Academy Awards H3 TV number 29. Ethan felt very passionate about his stance and he wanted to express his opinions further, and he did so on this particular episode.
The man was hired to do a job. He said a tame joke. If you got a problem with the man, that's not how you deal with it, okay? It's simple arithmetic. I don't give a about their history or whatever or anything. You don't attack a man for saying a tame joke like that. No.
Like you said, he could have pulled him aside after the fact. And just
He could have roasted him in his speech.
Yeah.
These comments made by him were met with comments saying, if there's ever a reason to racially diversify your team, it's this episode right here. Yikes. Really hard to watch Ethan yell about the Oscars slap, refusing to acknowledge the complexities and raging at everybody about how violence is always wrong is just not it. Hardest episode for me to sit through in a while. He did not open the debate in good faith. Ethan seems more upset about Chris Rock being slapped than Chris Rock. Someone get Ethan a massage, green juice, and some CBD stat. Ethan loves a high horse to sit on. Ethan was also called out for shutting down AB during the discussion, and AB was saying that he was even afraid to continue talking.
Am I crazy? I mean, what's going on here? Does no one even want to speak, back me up? I mean, I get it if you don't. I don't know if, apparently it's radioactive to say.
It's complicated.
It's not complicated.
I mean, no, there's no excuse. He's in the wrong 100%. There's no excuse for violence.
It's not complicated. It's not.
Violence is never the answer.
I'm sorry. It's not complicated.
No,
It's simple as.
No, you're.
It's
no, I'm not
simple
saying,
as.
I'm afraid to speak.
Then don't.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Don't mince words now. Okay?
You just don't do that to people, especially in a setting like that. I mean, you just don't do that.
The comment section did not like that Ethan kept doing this and said, I never agreed with people saying Ethan's rude to the crew, but honestly, when Ethan told AB not to talk when he seemed to be having a hard time with his words was so mean. Ethan getting way too comfortable screaming at and being rude to the guys, especially AB. He's gotta chill. Not everyone has to have the same opinion as you. And this kind of carries on to the conversation that was in one of my more recent videos where a lot of people were upset with Ethan and Hila for not letting the crew express their opinions or immediately shutting down the opinions that the crew had about the topic that they were discussing. Now, when I posted that video, I was just kind of like, this is what's happening, you guys. This is what Ethan said. This is what Hila said. This is what the crew said. And this is what people are upset about, which was that they felt like Ethan and Hila were not giving the crew room to share their thoughts and that they were immediately just kind of shutting it down and being like, no, we know exactly what the answers are. Let us tell you. And in my comment section, people were just like, this is how they always are. This isn't a big deal. They're family with the crew. Everything is all good with them. There's no drama and this is all in good fun. But to see comments under this video saying, I never agree when people are usually saying that Ethan is rude to the crew, but in this particular video, people were seeing it and really pointing it out. Ethan was just super passionate about this topic, and he was going to stand strong on his opinion no matter what anybody else says. I don't think anybody could convince him to think any other way because he's just like so strong-minded about how he is feeling about this. And it seemed like some people on the crew knew how sensitive this subject was and how many people were talking about it and didn't want to get caught saying something that they shouldn't have. And that is exactly why there was so much back and forth in this episode. Ethan was making some very controversial statements, and even in a lot of the tweets that he was tweeting out, those were very controversial, especially with this tweet in particular, and he brought the subject back up on the podcast, which a lot of people did not like.
But you know, I'll tell you what, someone who's that quick to violence and anger, you know, the same people that get violent like that over some defending their wife are the same people that get violent and anger at home when arguing with their wife. Straight the up. That is not normal behavior.
I will add, though, that Will Smith did apologize on Instagram. He posted this to his Instagram feed and it said, violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy and the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will. So that is pretty much all that has happened in terms of this situation. This is what Will had to say about it following everything that happened. This is what Ethan and Ela are getting called out for. I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.